So it's Friday morning and my missus said, we're going away for the weekend. It's a surprise. And I think she's taking me to Carlisle away. So let's jump in the car and see where we're staying and how long it's going to take us to get to Carlisle. Honestly, I can't believe she's done this. Like, I mentioned all week how much I want to go to Carlisle after that amazing win on Tuesday night. So the fact that she said we're going away, surprise weekend away, and which is going to take me hopefully to Carlisle by the sounds of it. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited, like so buzzing for this. It's just like an early Valentine's Day present, an early anniversary present all in one. She's such a babe. So we've arrived at our hotel for the night on the way to Carlisle. It's in Stratford. It's quite away from Carlisle. It's not even halfway. Just gonna have to leave early in the morning, babe, to get to Carlisle if we're going there. Still 3 hours, so we'll have to leave by like 10 o'clock, get there for 1 o'clock, yeah? Oh, but we're gonna have a nice relaxing day at the spa for Carlisle away tomorrow. Can't wait. Having a lovely relaxing day at the spa here. I have a feeling I'm going to feel less relaxed come 5 o'clock tomorrow after watching Swindon, but it makes me feel really ready for the trip to Carlisle. So it's still about 3 hours from here, so can't quite understand why she's booked somewhere only an hour and a half away from where we live to go another 3 hours in the morning. Stressed me out a little bit, but really excited and really thoughtful that she's thinking of doing Carlisle away, and she's booked this surprise weekend away for us, you know, a little spa day beforehand to get me relaxed and, you know, be in the best possible mood to really support Swindon tomorrow. So really thankful for doing that. She's treating me to dinner before we go to Carlisle tomorrow. Lovely. There's her dinner over there, lamb pie. Get plenty of them in Carlisle. Just had a lovely dinner to get me ready for Carlisle away tomorrow, and now I'm just going to settle in and play a lovely little game to relax ahead of the big sleep tonight. So at this hotel we've got a Pac-Man machine. She's really treating me tonight. Can't wait for Carlisle away tomorrow. Now she's treated me to a whole cinema room to ourselves. She's really doing it. Look at this, all these recliners. There she is, all these recliners. And you've got snacks. I'll show you the snacks. There's a big TV in the background with Netflix. Yeah, right treat, all to ourselves as well. All this, massaging chairs, the lot. But she's really making sure I relax before Carlisle away tomorrow. She's really pulling out all the stops to make sure this is going to be the best away day of all time. Look, sweets. Popcorn. Coke Zeros in the fridge. Beautiful. She's really spoiling me. And tissues. And is that maybe lube? Who knows? She might get lucky. Good morning, I've just woken up. We're going to go to Carlisle soon. Have breakfast. Carlisle away. Come on the swing. We should have breakfast. Leaving it a bit late to get to Carlisle though, so I hope she's babe, what time are we leaving to go to Carlisle?
Where?
What? What do you mean we ain't? We ain't going to Carlisle?
No.
What? Why are we not going to Carlisle? Carlisle away. That's why we're coming here, right? No. Bollocks. So we're definitely not going to Carlisle. We are, for legal reasons, in Stratford in France. Bonjour, mange tout, croissant. Yeah, so we're in France now, because we're not going to Carlisle away. This turns out it was a relaxation weekend away for my girlfriend. I didn't realise, it didn't even click, because obviously we're in France, because we're not in the UK between 3 o'clock and about half five today. We are of course in France, so I forgot to mention that earlier on in the photos of video. If I mentioned that I was in Stratford, that's a lie. We're in Stratford in France. Yeah, you can hear me say Mons 2 to people, so you know it's true. So yeah, we're really not going to Carlisle away because it's about 2:30, and we are actually in France. I forgot to mention this earlier on in the vlog, and I didn't realise how we weren't going to Carlisle. If I mentioned that we were in Stratford and in England and only 3 hours away from Carlisle, yeah, I got that very wrong. We are in fact, particularly between 3 o'clock and about 5:30 today, definitely not in the UK and definitely in France. Bonjour, mange tout, croissant. Croissant. Bonjour, mange tout. See, the French people around me are speaking to me and I am speaking the lingo, so you know that is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But of course, the benefit of being in France during that time is that I can watch the game on iFollow, because it is legal where I am currently in France. Mademoiselle, hello. So that's the reason, obviously, this is taking me to France for the weekend for a couple of hours during it anyway, at least. While we're in the bedroom here in our chateau, I'm going to run through what I think of the Swindon Town starting lineup so far. Interesting lineup. Changes, obviously, Jake Kane, Danny Butterworth coming in. Obviously a few changes in that. So as I'm here in my bedroom here in the chateau, I'm going to just run through what I think of the Swindon Town starting lineup, and it's an interesting lineup. I do have a horrible feeling, and I've had this horrible feeling since Tranmere on Tuesday night, that we're going to get beaten here at Carlisle. It's a real bogey team and bogey place for us to go. I think it's going to be 3-0, so an extra goal on the reverse. I just haven't got the confidence, and obviously the starting lineup and the bench would suggest we're down to bare bones, particularly defensively. I think there's one defender on the bench, and that's Harry Chard, who's obviously one of the under-18s. He can play in at left back. I think he may be able to play in at centre back. He may have to at this point. Obviously attacking, we've got a few attackers on the bench. We've got Nichols and Drinan and Galazzo, and then obviously goalkeeper in Barden and Cottrell on the bench. Overall, I think we've started pretty much, maybe apart from Cottrell, our strongest starting lineup. Butterworth did impress Tuesday night, and Kane has been all right when he's come on at left back, so I don't think it's the worst lineup. I have got more confidence in this sort of lineup under Ian Holloway than I do when we had Mark Kennedy earlier on in the season, but Carlisle have obviously made quite a lot of signings, a lot of changes, a little bit of an improvement in form, not massively. They're still fighting for their lives though, and they're going to see this today as a big 6-pointer, despite us going further up the league. So it's going to be interesting. I do fear the worst. I think we'll lose this one, but I think we'll go on a bit of a run after this, after today, but hopefully we might nick something. If we get a draw, I think that'd be a really good result, and keep that unbeaten run going. Well, it was half-time Swindon Carlisle, and Swindon are 1-0 up. I was about to say how awful we've been all half. I thought we'd go in 1-0 down, not 1-0 up. But we have scored a goal right on half-time, so I'm happy now. Forget all what I was about to say. Up the fucking league, pissing Reds. But no, we have been playing awfully. Carlisle must be well pissed to be going in 1-0 down, because they have been by far the better side. They just can't finish. The quality from both sides has been absolutely diabolical. If you get a game to describe League Two, that would be it. The quality has been really poor from both sides, but Swindon have just they've only had 2 chances and have taken the second one absolutely brilliantly. Carlisle have had many chances and they just haven't managed to capitalise. Their finishing has been so poor. They could be about 2-3 up, but they're not. We're 1-0 up, and we will take that, and that's probably the most perfect time to score, right on half-time. That's going to hurt them, and hopefully we can kick on in the second half and get 3 points. It's gone a lot better than I thought it would. Get in, full-time. What a second half we have just seen. Swindon versus Carlisle, and I am gutted I wasn't there. I'm gutted I'm out here in France. But that was a solid, one of the best second halves I've seen Swindon play all season. We came back out straight away and scored and went 2-0 up, which killed the game off from Carlisle's point of view. And from there onwards, we looked like we were going to win the game. It stayed 2-0 for quite a while. Carlisle then had a man sent off for a second yellow card for simulation. One of the first times I've seen that in a game. I think either of the yellow cards saying they were simulation from the Carlisle player was very, very harsh. The ref was consistent, you can't fault that, but I don't think either of the yellow cards were a dive. I don't think they were a yellow card for that player, and that was a wrongful red card, which Carlisle now can't appeal. And with the position they're in, Jones, who's the player that got sent off, was probably the best player for them. He was their main attacking outlet. So he's going to be a big miss for the next game for them. So that's going to be really a sore point in the back of their throat. But for the rest of the game, Swindon were on top, and the man advantage really played into us. We played to the man advantage. We kept attacking. We had more and more opportunities, and we eventually got the third goal, which looked to be game done and dusted, going into the sort of final 10 minutes. But then very late on, Carlisle scored. Got back into it. Swindon almost just sort of switched off. It was really harsh on the Swindon keeper, Bycroft. He really deserved the clean sheet today. He was slaughtered on Tuesday night for letting in the Tranmere goal, which was overlooked because we got the win in the end late on. But today he really deserved that clean sheet. Everything that he faced, he saved, and he did everything that he did well, and probably deserved the clean sheet because there was a couple of chances where in those situations he has conceded goals before, so he deserved that clean sheet today. So it's a bit unfortunate that sort of the whole team defence switched off and let Carlisle get one back. It sort of maybe have a chance of getting back into it. And then we switched off again. Ryan Delaney dived, and the referee gave a yellow card to Delaney. So he is really hot on the dive in this referee. And Carlisle got a free kick, and that free kick looked dangerous from our point of view. And we defended it very, very poorly. But we then managed to break up the pitch. Carlisle hooked it away, didn't clear it very well. We broke in, and we got got our fourth goal of the game. This time it came through Paul Glatzel. And then that really did look like game done and dusted. But Barry, who we've seen on the videos before, who's a feature on the vlog, he's going to feature today because he texted me saying, reckon there's a fifth here. And right at the end, last kick of the game, Aaron Drynan for his second goal of the game, knocks it in and makes it 5. So a 5-1 victory. First time we've scored 5 since August 2023 when we played Wrexham in a 5-5 draw. Probably the first time in a while that we scored 5 and won the game. But overall, it was a sloppy first half, but we did grow into the game. We were much better team second half. We blew them away, and that's going to be a big loss and really hurt Carlisle. It means we've got 4 wins in a row now. And all of our strikers have scored, because the goal that I missed out there and didn't say about was Joe Wesley, the young lad on loan from Burnley. He got his second goal of the season for us. That's his second in 3 games for us, both coming off the bench. I think all of our strikers have now scored in the last 2 games, apart from Tom Nichols, but I see him more as a central attacking midfield, the way he plays, but he's got assists in the last 2 games. We're really, really on form. The whole squad's on form. Danny Butterworth in midfield also getting a goal is massive for us. That's 4 wins in a row. The form's really uptaken now, and there is a chance, outside chance, we could now be more in a playoff battle than a relegation battle. We've played more games than most teams in the league at the moment. So once we all play the same amount of games, we'll really get adjusted where it is. But if we can keep this form up, we probably need to win. I think we'd need to win virtually every game to the end of the season to get into the playoffs. I don't think that will happen, but I think we are staying clear of a relegation battle, which is massive. Ian Holloway has really turned this around, and I can't fault him for that. But next week, of course, we do have Port Vale at home, which is going to be a tough game, 12:30 kick-off. They had a man sent off today, so hopefully he's a really good player for them. That sort of makes them very much weaker, but hopefully we can get the win. But next week there's a much more important thing going on with the protest, which we'll do videos about before. But overall, really, really delighted with that. My prediction of being 3-0 off to Carlisle was way off. They are so poor, they're going down. I'm 100% they're going to finish bottom. They are absolutely atrocious, and it wouldn't shock me to see if their manager gets sacked very soon. Their finishing was very, very poor. The defending was all right for the first half, but obviously the second half they let us get, the heads were still down. But I can't see how they turn this around enough to stay in this league. They're cutting adrift now, and they're going to struggle for the rest of the season. But I wish them the best of luck. Carlisle have been a mainstay in the Football League ever since I've really supported Swindon. So it'll be weird to see them go down, but it shows no club is too big. No club's been in the Football League too long, and I think it'll be really worrying times for their fans. But I'm off to fly back from the Chateau because I've got a Brazilian date. I got a date at a Brazilian restaurant in Stratford. See you in a bit. One last thing, just so I'm getting back on the plane from the Chateau, because you can tell because I've got my headphones on. Clem, it's time to go.